At the front here, my name's James Eatock. I'm doing the official YouTube channel now. Let's raise this, there we go. Can everybody hear me alright?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we're supposed to do, yes. I thought instead of doing my usual presentation, which is like, hey, look at all this cool artwork, and everybody goes, ooh, I thought I'm just going to bore you all to death by talking about the YouTube channel because it's been quite an interesting process, and I kind of started work about a year after the last time I was at Grayskull-Con, so it's been quite a journey. So yeah, so the official YouTube channel, I'm the guy that does everything on it. I mean everything. So yeah, I thought I would go through the whole history of it. So, back in 2011/2012, I was working at Sony DADC, which is Sony's digital and something distribution committee or something. That shows how much I've paid attention. So this company were outputting DVDs and Blu-rays, and at the time they just got the rights to do a couple of He-Man DVDs. And I thought, oh, fantastic, I'll get to work on them. I didn't, because I got fired shortly before. But before that happened, this guy came, and they were like, oh, do you know who that is? And I was like, no. And this was the guy's name, as he goes by, is Spud. They were like, that's Spud. And I was like, what's Spud? Like a potato. So he says, and they go, oh, James Eatock, he's the He-Man guy. So me and Spud had this little impromptu meeting, and he says, we're doing this YouTube channel. Nobody visits it. Would you like to work on it? And I was like, oh yeah, okay. However, that didn't happen until like a year later, so I'm sitting there thinking, oh, they forgot about me, and then suddenly I'm working at Sony DADC. So, what happens next? There we go. So, I'm supposed to have like, I go into Google and YouTube, so I went into their offices in London, and I had to do this presentation pitch to them. So it's just me and a room full of like very important people and me. And I'm doing this is my pitch to them. I'm like, oh, I know how to make a YouTube channel really successful. It hasn't quite happened, but so this was my pitch. I literally went in there with a slideshow, and I came with the idea. I was like, let's do it like, so it's 3 days a week plus bonus days, so you'll have like a constant flow of information and videos. I said on Mondays we could have like the animated history of Beastman and like, you know, various characters, do A to Z, so it's like you can go through this encyclopedia of Eternia, what else? Yeah, locations, vehicles, just everything. So it'd be like, each video would be incredibly in-depth and hopefully thoroughly entertaining. Then on Thursdays I said, let's do like top 10, so we do top 10 fights, top 10 insults, which has already been done, top 10 Evil Lynn episodes. So these were just like my pitches to them. I actually did do top 10 silliest episodes in the end, but so yeah, that was that one. I said we could also do like, you know, videos that focus on the various things, so like the many feats of He-Man. I think another one's like Orko's mixed up magic, so I could have like videos about that. And then there was behind the scenes videos, so stuff like this, and look at the storyboard. And then Sundays, what was I originally going to do? Oh yeah, commentaries on Sundays. I said, oh, we could do like, I don't know how many people remember like MTV used to do this thing called pop-up video. I was like, you can have an episode and then just these little captions pop up, you know, during the episode. I thought that'd be so entertaining. See a lot of hard work, and then bonus days. I was going to say, this was a stupid idea, but Google loved it. I said, no, we could do something like where someone impersonates Skeletor, and every week you could ask Skeletor a question, and the following week he would answer the questions. Never happened, but it was an idea, and they kind of, and I was going to, and I was going to have like, and I was going to have like fan artwork as well. So I thought like, oh, I could have like, you know, this was from Serial Geek. It's lovely. This was going to be. This is from Serial Geek. Like I think it was issue 12, and it was just about Skeletor convincing Eternia that He-Man and him are friends now. It's obviously fake out. So yeah. And then I was going to do like episodes in 30 seconds, like really stupid like ideas. Diamond Ray just minutes was going to be like, you could have episodes where it was just the music and effects tracks. I know it's almost like karaoke episodes, no dialogue. What else? And deleted rare footage like the commercial and the missing scene from Diamond Ray. What else? And then I was going to feature the concept artwork from She-Ra and stuff like that on the channel. The rotoscope actors, where it was like, you know, there she is, and then that's how she looks, you know, that kind of thing. And then this was the weird thing that even to this day, I said, oh, let's do She-Ra on the channel. They were like, we don't want She-Ra on the channel. I I was like, but we could do videos about She-Ra, and you know, you could make more visitors and subscribers. It would be a good thing. And they were like, no She-Ra. I was like, okay. So, what's additional content? Oh yeah. So I thought I was just dealing primarily with the cartoon. I said, oh, but could I explore like the toys and the UK comics and the Ladybird books and the mini comics and what else? So yeah, that was my idea. And then they said, no, just a cartoon. I was like, okay, so I'm just restricted to cartoon updates only. And then projections, what is this? Yeah, so I said to them, I can do 3 updates a week, you get 3 years worth of material, but then if you add She-Ra to that, you get 3 updates a week, and you've got 6 years worth of material. So these like really grand ideas for the channel. And, oh, that's not that was the end of my presentation, not this presentation. So these are the actual subscribers. So when I turned up on the channel, there was already 15,000 subscribers. And then that was November 2013, I think. So in nearly 2 years, and this isn't much, got up to 40,000, which by YouTube standards is barely anything. I'm sure Pixel Dan's got like 1 million subscribers. So yeah, over the space of 2 years, that's like 24,000 increase. Again, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. However, pause that so perfectly. This was their idea for subscriptions. They were like, within a year, we think the YouTube channel could get this many subscribers. And I was like, you've got to be kidding. So they wanted like 1 million subscribers. And I said to them, I actually said to them in the meeting, I've never lived this down, I said, it's not a Justin Bieber channel. I said, there's no way you're going to get 1 million subscribers to a He-Man channel, with all due respect. I was like, there's just not that many people that keen on He-Man. So they were like, oh, okay, but, you know, I've done what I can with the channel. So, yeah, after months and months of all this preparation work, we got to the point where I was like, right, these are the videos. So I went back to them and I was like, right, these are the videos I want to do. Yeah, so I said, you know, you could have like upload episodes to the channel and then upload episode commentaries and trivia videos. So these were the ones, funny videos, and then behind the scenes videos, and what else? And music videos. So they're the ones that ended up being kind of, you know, with all those grand ideas that I showed you before, those are the ones that actually happened. And then this was the only video to this day that went kind of viral to an extent where I uploaded the video, and usually I'd be lucky to get like 1,000 views in a week. And I went to bed, I woke up and it was like, you know, 3,000. I was like, oh! And then I refreshed the page like a minute later, it was like 3,500. I was like, wait a sec. And this video, this random website somewhere had picked up, had promoted this video, and it went crazy. It did like about 40,000 views in the space of a few days. And I was like, and I thought, this is it, we've changed the future of the channel, it's successful. It was just a one-off, but yeah, this was the video. This was the video that was the most popular video on the channel. It boggles the mind. I just couldn't figure out, it was the easiest. I did that video in like the space of, I don't know, a day, if that. It was just like, right, get all the laughter track, just put it all as one big laughing thing, and yeah, and it went crazy. I was like, okay, that's clearly what YouTube want. So yeah, when it comes to ideas for videos, it's you've got the structured videos, which are the commentary tracks, the trivia, behind the scenes, and music. They're very easy. They're not easy to make, but they're very basic. As in a commentary has been talking about an episode. A trivia, I take something and turn it into a video. Behind the scenes, again, I take something and turn it into another video. And music is just music tracks. But then I don't really call them freestyle videos, but I did for this, which is He-Man videos are the funny, like the silly ones, as are What Happens Next. With those videos, I'm literally working with nothing. It's just I'm sitting there going, what can I do that's relatively entertaining? So yeah, so they're born out of random stuff. So they started with. I was watching the Cosmic Comic one day, and I was like, I thought to myself, oh, that would have been a good idea. So this is as the episode is. It's as it appears.
Hurry, Issakainen, hurry! Almost time. A little more time. Our time has run out, and I'll just have to slow that comet down. Sorceress, can you give me a lift?
So I saw that and I was like, I've got a really good idea for a video, and this is what this happened next. You hear me talking this, it's but this started the trend of these videos.
Now it's time for Meet the Geek.
Sorceress, can you give me a lift?
So that was literally, that was born out of that, and I was like, oh right, I think I've started another trend of videos there. So yeah, I've done quite a few What Happens Next videos. This was Island of Fear. So again, this clip's quite long, but you know. So you've got this scene where they're in the Wind Raider and they're flying around the Eternian Royal Palace, and then they crash into this mysterious island out in the middle of nowhere. So the Wind Raider's screwed and now they're going to crash. But the key is it's like a short little action scene, so it's like I could do something with this.
Duncan, Cringer, are you alright? Oh no, Duncan and Cringer are being sucked into the Dane's water intake. By the power of Grayskull! Buzz off! Am I glad to see you? Say that again.
Yeah, so from that I created this, and bear in mind like how long that clip was, and I really kind of edited the footage down. It's possible to do it as I'll explain this later in the video, but yeah, so from that I created this.
The cobwebs out here, Ryan. Look out! The engines have been damaged by the collision. Drawing down. Get ready to jump. Oh no, Duncan and Cringer are being sucked into the Dane's water intake. By the power of Grayskull! What happens next? Does man A save man arms and Cringer only to encounter a far greater danger? B, drown alongside man arms and Cringer? Or C, save man arms and Cringer aided by Buzz off and Walker?
Just kill the characters. So yeah, so in order to create that, it's obviously like it's quite random. So the ability to kind of take an episode and just literally chop it to pieces and make it still work in terms of audio and video is one, I've got all the episodes, like each episode is like 9 gigabytes each, the big episode files. And the other thing is I've got all the music and effects tracks. Now, for those that don't know, music and effects tracks are, for the cartoon for instance, are just the music and the sound effects. Because when they would send the cartoon to Germany or wherever, you can just dub over it with local voice talent. But the audio would still remain the same. So all the M&E tracks. So this is an M&E track without all the dialogue. This is how like Filmation would put it together. So you have this one line of just no dialogue whatsoever. It's like karaoke basically. So it's the water and the music. That's a music and effects track. So we basically had music and effects and the episodes. For anybody that knows, one of the guys who contributes to the channel is this guy called Dusan. And he's like, he's in Serbia, and he's just like an amazing talent at just creating stuff. So he somehow, I still don't know how he does it, he took the audio track from the episode and the M&E track, as it was, he got these two sets of tracks, combined them, and one, he created instrumentals, which is what we've been uploading to the channel for the last like 70 weeks. But the other thing he created, so he did the instrumentals, the other thing he created, which is amazing, were like the original vocal tracks. So that's just the dialogue without any music. Now that's impossible to get these days, but somehow he managed to create this.
The engines have been damaged by the collision. Going down.
So there's nothing under it. So it's just the dialogue.
Duncan, Cringer, are you alright? Oh no, Duncan and Cringer are being sucked into the game's water intake. By the power of Grayskull.
So with that, having the ability to have all these vocal tracks makes the life of an editor much easier. And then the other thing is, I work in a timeline. There's just absolutely no audio when I've got the clip, so I have to insert my own sound effects. These are my sound effects now. So it's like I've got like a Hanna-Barbera library of sound effects, a Star Trek library of sound effects. So you add all these different elements to. I think the water sound effects is actually from the Jackie Chan movies. I think that's kind of how quite random that is. So that's basically how the different layers to a video. And then there was this video, hopefully people have seen it, if not, you're in for an odd treat. Just watching an episode and I thought, oh, I've got a great idea for a video.
You say so myself.
That was that. So these were the original frames. So I'm just showing you how I created that rather twisted scene. So the original frame obviously has Orko do this. This is from the original episode. So he kind of frees Teal with his magic, and load up. Didn't even do that to a lot. So the key elements are here. His arms lower and her arms widen, so she's got like full exposure there. But Orko's arms do that, so what I have to do then is cut out the frames of Orko to make him fit there. So this was me cutting out the frames of Orko. So there's his evil little hands. There you go. And these were how the revised frames look. So now Orko's arms are raising instead of lowering, and Teela's position is constantly like that, so you're able to do that. And that's where it cuts, thankfully. And the original frames, this was for the reaction sequence. This was from the Dragon's Gift episode, so it's Teela doing that reaction. So again, I cut Teela out, but this time, it took ages to cut her out because there's a lot of stuff going on here. But what I did is I created these little crazy pupils that, it looks like she's been touched by Orko. So that's how I created that. But the thing I loved most was this. So I had Orko, I can't remember what episode this is from. I had Orko there, and I thought I want to make him look like he's, a pervert. So I basically gave him these eyes, which I'll show you bigger. So they look like nothing, but when you put them over the actual Orko, they look brilliant, because it's just like that. It's just, it was ideal, so yeah. So and then, these were the revised frames of that. So there's Orko, and that was that. So you can see, I feel like he should be expressing himself more, but yeah, I think that's all that needs to be said about that realm. So yeah, creating new elements. Obviously I was creating stuff there, but this is like one of the most recent ones I did where I had Orko, yeah, you'll see.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Let's see. By the power of Grayskull!
And they actually fight each other. But yeah, so that, for example, that thing of like Orko created, like, how do you start off with doing that? Like this capture says, like knowing the series inside out helps. I need to have Orko kind of thinking about transforming into He-Man. So there's two episodes. You've got Disappearing Acts where Orko's talking and he says, you know, let's see what are the right words. It's like that. So that's that bit of dialogue there, and then by the power of Grayskull is from this episode, where Orko's.
Now hold the sword up and say, by the power of Grayskull.
So they're the two pieces of dialogue I take out, and I'm like, right, that goes with that. And the original frames actually from the episode this was from has Orko putting the sword back. So I thought, well, all I've got to do is reverse the frames, and he's taken it out. It's really simple. So yeah, what we had is I decided that that was the start pose. So that's where that's where the lightning is going to come out, and then I just basically hand drew the lightning, the power of Grayskull. So these are the frames of the lightning. So it looks really basic. It's just random frames, and it does this loop thing where it just does this for a bit. And then you add this is what I like about Photoshop. You add the glow, and it looks more convincing. It looks like what you'd see in the Filmation show. So you've got this nice. Iridescent glow to it, and then all I did with this is I just put this on top of the Orko thing, and then you've got this sequence. So it kind of it's basic as long as you know what you're doing, I guess. So yeah, and I keep getting people to this day message me saying, I don't remember that episode, and that's because it didn't exist. I've had a lot of people again ask like, how did you do this sequence with just the power of Grayskull? And originally it was for another video I was working on, which I still am, which was showing how the transformation sequence works, or at least this part of it. So yeah, I was originally trying to recreate the transformation. So you know, this is from the Filmation show, obviously, and you've got a bunch of different elements going on because everything was done in camera. It wasn't CGI or computer generated. It was all done in camera, so it was optical, and had to run the film back every time, do another bit, shoot another bit, run it back. It was an incredibly complicated process. But I thought, well, I've got Photoshop, I could at least give it a shot. But yeah, I thought I could happily, I think, create a sequence. So first of all, I started off with Castle Grayskull. My friend Lee Clevenger owns the daytime Castle Grayskull background, so there was no jawbridge. So first thing, I did a jawbridge, and then I had to try and make it look like nighttime, or at least night on Eternia. So I threw all these Photoshop layers on to just try and get it right, and I think I ended up with not that one, must be the next one. Yeah, so that was like my, that's really working this live. That was my nighttime shot of Grayskull. He-Man was easy because if anybody owned the Panini sticker album, I just scanned that from the back and stuck them on the castle. So that's two elements. And then the lightning, again, much like the Orko sequence, it was just me drawing, hand draw the lightning, you know, like that. And then again, you add the effects from Photoshop and it turns into that, and it looks like the cartoon. So there you go, that's that sequence. And then the other thing is the castle goes from light to dark to lighting, and so it just loops back and forward to, you know, to create the illusion of the lightning, I guess, the power of Grayskull. And that's He-Man in front of it. I was creating this mask. And then the end sequence, it did look pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously, it's not perfect, but this is how it turned out, kind of thing. So yeah, you've got like, oh, these frames are too slow. You've got 8 frames of lightning, I think it is, just looped, and then you've got 16 frames of the castle in the background. But yeah, and then, so you can still see around it the original, like, the board that the scan was done on, so it's just, yeah, it's a bit of a mess. But when cropped, I'm pretty sure I cropped the sequence, you can actually see it better. I hope, try and get to it at some point. Yeah, there we go, so that's what I created from scratch. And again, it kind of looks like, and you can go in close because it's all high def, and it's like, it kind of works. There are no kids in the room, are there? Are there any kids in here?
Outside.
Oh, so that's cool. I've got a swear word on the screen. So yeah, this was that was basically, classic media's thing to me was, the one thing we ask is, don't fuck with the characters. And like, okay, so in other words, I can do as many videos as I want, so long as I don't besmirch the characters too much. So I can kill them, and I can do this and I can do that, but I can't create that, even though I've got Orko touching Tila's arse, that's not considered bad enough. But this one I had to get this one approved, this next video, because it was just like, there's 2 videos, since doing the channel, there's 2 videos that got sent over for approval. Oh man, I hope it's lighter than this. So, because of that, I had to get that approved. And they said, yeah, that's fine. And the other one I had to get approved features the lady behind me, because Marianne, I had swearing on camera. Obviously, it was like, you don't hear the F-bomb, the fuck, but it's obvious what she's saying, so I had to get this bit of footage approved. They approved it, they were like, that's fine. So I had to say, like, I had to say what the fuck, and it was just like, oh, that's okay. The other thing was, like I said, the Orko one is allowed, but this video they approved no problem whatsoever. That was awesome. Yeah, this went through no problem.
In this story, Skeletor was looking for a shortcut, a quick way to risk.
Originally, that sequence I had Skeletor cut from one of the episodes, and he's like, "You killed him, He-Man! You killed him!" And then they just start laughing together. And I was like, "Oh, that's brilliant!" But I cut that bit for some reason. Yeah, so the next few videos, as we reach like a near conclusion, these videos are, I think the first one premiered on the channel on Thursday, but given everybody's come to this convention, I thought they might not have seen it, so this one's actually on the channel, the next few aren't, so... Oh no, oh, sorry, mistake. So last year at a convention in Southampton, I had to come, they wanted like some sort of video presentation, so I just did a coming soon video. So this video features stuff that's already on the channel now, because at the time it wasn't, because this is like a year old. But it's full of like random clips, and a clip of me and Marianne dancing for like 10 seconds. But there is context to all this at some point. It just looks like random events currently, so it's about a minute and a bit long, so enjoy. Everything makes sense. This will actually appear in a video at some point. I just need to figure it out. So yeah, everything makes sense at the end. So that was like the video I showed this convention in Southampton. And this is the video that was uploaded on Thursday, so this is really new. So that was that one. What's the next one? Yeah, this one hasn't been on the channel yet. It's a bit of a throwback to another video. So if you haven't seen the original video, it kind of doesn't work, but yeah.
There it is. Lost no. We're coming pretty handy right now. But since we don't have one, I'll just have to find another way up there.
What happens next? Does He-Man A, have Manatons and Battle Cat launch into the air only to be Lost Mountain? B, have Manatons and Battle Cat launch him into the air and land on Lost Mountain? Or C, find himself having an overwhelming sense of deja vu?
I'm ready. Let us go! Good luck, my friend.
So yeah, that's the deja vu one, because there was a previous video where I had the same ending, so I was like, oh, I can crash into the basher again. This video might not appear on the channel. I've done it. It's kind of offensive and bad taste, but I was just like, yeah, I like him step on me and power cat. And then I think this is the last video. What time is it? Yeah, it's kind of wrapping up point. This was the toy commercial. I think that's been on YouTube. This is actually from Mattel's, what do you say, like vaults, as it were. Scott, Neil, I'll never know how to pronounce his but Scott from Mattel, formerly of Mattel, sent me this video years ago. It was like, you can use it on the channel. So at some point I'm doing a video about this, but this was the Castle Grayskull commercial that Filmation animated. So this is the same people that made the Filmation He-Man cartoon, only it's ridiculously different. Look at the live action bit.
Its own legend.
He-Man! Skeletor's enemy!
It's the Masters of the Universe collection. And for my kids, the legend begins here with Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, so that was their commercial, and that's it really. I think that's the end of my presentation. So I think I'm 15 minutes early, but yeah, everyone, maybe Q&As for this really. Any questions? That's good. That's the end, people. So peace out.